Hey guys, this is Jenny. This is our Slow Flow Yoga class. I hope you guys are doing awesome. Last weekend, I was in East Texas teaching yoga to bikers at Southern Throwdown. It was so awesome, so much fun. Hope you guys have been having a super awesome October also. But I had a really interesting experience, and I thought it would be fun to share this with you guys. And just interesting thing to think about. I'm just kind of getting this yoga for bikers off the ground, just getting it rolling. And this was by far my biggest opportunity to promote this yoga and to share it with some of these local, mostly well-known bikers. And it was fairly intimidating for me, And initially I'm like, oh my gosh, like, what if nobody shows up? What if nobody comes? When I first started promoting this yoga, there were so many people who were like, God, this is just not gonna work, it's not the right community of people, it's not the right thing, they're not gonna wanna do it, you're barking up the wrong tree. And I also had a healthy dose of people though who were like, if anybody can do it, it's you, and I think more and more people are ready for this kind of information than we ever imagined. And it's time to start moving out of traditional environments and into more non-traditional environments and sharing this information with everyone, not just a select few, right? And I had those thoughts moving through my head, like it's almost class time, I'd spent the whole first day promoting the class. I had gone up on stage, talked about the class, connected to some people, get there, setting up, and the first thing that's happening when I'm in there is I'm just getting like super nervous, I'm feeling this energy rising up inside of me. I mean, I was sitting there trying to eat my breakfast. I'm like, I can't even freaking eat breakfast. Like, I just need to go get set up, go get the yard set up, And I'm feeling this feeling. It's like, when you're not familiar with this feeling, it can feel almost like terror, it can feel really, really scary. And it's that big feeling, right? That feeling, you get it in your chest and it's like energy moving and it's huge and you're just going, oh shit, and all of your fears start running through your head. And you can either like go with that fear and you can just tunnel into this place of darkness and just, this isn't gonna work, this is gonna be so bad, what the hell was I thinking? Or you can flip the script. And that's what I did this time. In the past, I think I would have been more prone to feed the fear, but I've really been trying to pay attention to the quality of my thoughts and the energies that I'm choosing to feed. And I was like, there's gotta be another way to look at this energy that I'm feeling right now, beyond fear, beyond those excessive, like intensive feelings. And as I was sitting there, I was like, you know what? This isn't fear. This isn't fear that I'm feeling at all. I'm feeling this huge feeling growing inside of me. That huge feeling that's growing inside of me, that is opportunity for something amazing to happen. That is the magnet. All the love, all of the heart that I've poured into this project, that's what I'm feeling. It's all rising up because it's time. It's all pushing up inside of me because it's time to share it. And I'm like, okay, this is the magnet. So it's like Field of Dreams. And they're like, if you build it, they will come, right? You feel the feeling and they will come. You give that energy permission to rise up inside of you and project itself out from your heart, to tap into the love that fueled the desire to do the thing, and to allow that to be the beacon, the call, the magnet that draws the energy back in. That is that non-verbal communication, energetic communication that draws the people back in, right? So get out there on the mat. Bikers, people like that, metalheads, we're notoriously not like super early. I am, just because of the way I am, but most of them aren't, right? So I'm sitting here like, I have no idea how many people are gonna show up to class, right? It's getting closer and closer to time. It's probably like 5 till I see the first 2 people walking up. After that, it just poured in. I had like 13 or 14 people on the mat. which was huge for an event of that nature. And they were all of the people who you would hope would come, you know, and there were so many people there that had just met me the day before, saw me on stage, and just promoted my yoga for me. Didn't even know who I was, what kind of teacher I was, and the only thing that I can associate with that is that they felt that energetic call, that they felt my heart. You know, they knew what I was trying to express to them, because I didn't fight that feeling. I didn't shut it back down. I didn't think of it as fear and roll off into that mental place of like fear and anxiety. I allowed it to catapult me forward and to draw in everybody and everything that was meant to be there with me that morning. And that's exactly what happened. And it was the best possible experience that I could have thought of. And I'm like, man, how many times do we do that? How many times do we take a situation or an experience, and because we taint it with the fear and the anxiety and the not knowing, that we lose the magic of the situation and the experience, we lose the full potential of it. Whereas if we just go with it, when we dive into that energy, that big, freaky feeling energy, you dive headfirst in and you just go with it, and the coolest shit happens. Everything that the heart desires comes from within that space. And it's like, man, how many times have I allowed my fear to limit me? How many times have I been the one who's shackled myself to the shit that I don't want and passed up on the stuff that I do because I was too afraid to dive in, you know? So today, as we're practicing, I just want us kind of like thinking about, like, when you have a moment to kind of come back to yourself, what is the stuff that I wrap in fear? What is the stuff that I taint with those negative emotions that keeps me from the fullest expression, that keeps me from the heart's desire? What is that stuff, and how can I start to reframe those experiences? What ways can I look at them differently and have different expectations? Remembering that big energy, that massive heartfelt energy, that is you. That is your heart. That is the divine expression of your being, radiating and manifesting, trying to draw back in. And if you flip the magnet over, you're not going to be drawing that same level of energy back in. So we have to learn to stop resisting. We have to learn to stop telling the stories. We have to learn to change our thoughts, to flip the script, to turn the coin over, to make sure that magnet stays at its fullest capacity, fully charged, fully face up, right? So I thought that was a really cool experience, and it really changed my perceptions about a lot of things that I do that with. A lot of things where I allow my fears get in the way, where I allow what other people have told me, old stories or dogmas, get in the way, and then I don't dive into my life experience properly. So thinking about that stuff today, how can I reframe it? Where am I suppressing that magnet? Where am I not allowing the heart to radiate fully and completely because there's fear attached, right? And anytime we're doing something new and we're creating these big, massive changes, it can feel really, really scary because we're breaking bondage. In a place where you may not have experienced freedom, freedom feels scary. It can feel unsafe. But it's time to clip all of those shackles. It's time to remove all of those limitations so that we can embody that fullest experience, that fullest part of ourselves. That's where all of the amazing unity, connectedness, intimacy, depth of connections come from, is from that space, right? So also, forgive my forehead. I did a pretty big treatment on my head yesterday. If you don't know that I'm an esthetician, yeah, so it'll be looking like this probably until next week. I'll be gone before our next class, okay? So I'll be careful not to put my head on the mat. So if y'all see me doing that, don't worry about it, and y'all go ahead and put your head directly onto the mat. So let's go ahead and get started today. Dropping the shoulders back and down, go ahead and just close your eyes and begin to center yourself. Center yourself through your breath. You're taking the bridge from the physical body back to the spirit. Come back to those higher aspects of yourself, back to the soul space. Stop pushing that part of yourself away, but allowing it to rise up and come forward. Start resisting the mindset of lack. Start resisting those old dogmas, those old belief systems. Start reframing all those limitations. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Drop the chin to the chest. Allow it to hang for a moment. Just feeling into the stretch at the back of the neck and all the way down between those shoulders. Starting to take gentle neck circles in whatever direction feels most comfortable, most safe, whenever you're ready. Matching the movement to the breath. Inhaling from the front to the back. Exhaling from the back to the front. Next time you find the chin to the chest, take it in the opposite direction. Inhale to center. Exhale fully and completely. Inhale, we're going to press the heart space forward. We're going to take that gentle rotation through the chest, around the base of those sits bones. Moving that chest in a circular motion, the rib cage, creating those tiny circles in the earth beneath you. And again, matching our breath and movement, inhaling from the back to the front and exhaling from the front to the back. And take it in the opposite direction whenever you're ready. Excuse me, I have hiccups. And coming back to center, inhale nice and deep. Exhale completely. Inhale, hinging forward from those hips. And then begin to take that Sufi grind, this time rotating the entirety of the upper body around the base of those sits bones. Take it in the opposite direction the next time you find yourself towards the front. Inhale and rise up. Keep those eyes closed. And just breathe into the body for a moment. On your next inhalation, we're going to draw those shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, release them back down to their neutral space. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Keep it going. Releasing those shoulders down. Take those hands out to frame those hips and take a couple deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Inhale, arms come overhead, nice and slow and gentle with grace and ease. Clasp those hands, pointer fingers drawn up into the sky, biceps are framing the ears. Exhale, drop those hands down in front of those shin bones. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Keep it going. Inhale up. Exhale, super slow and gentle. We're going to take the right hand behind the right glute. Left hand comes to the outside of the left thigh. Twist through the spine and gaze over the shoulder. Hold the posture and breathe into the body. Gazing over that shoulder only if it feels safe on the neck. Remembering we're never pressing into pain or tingling or numbness. On your next exhale, gently start to untwist the body, and then inhaling, lifting those arms into the sky. Exhale, take it to the opposite side. Left hand behind left glute, right hand to the outside of the left thigh, gazing over the left shoulder. Untwisting the spine. Inhale, lifting those fingertips into the sky. Exhale, releasing those arms out directly to the sides of the body. Inhale, take the hands into the heart space. Exhale, press the palms away. Inhale, take it in. Exhale, press it out. Keep it going. Inhaling and drawing in all of the energy into the heart space that you want to receive. Exhale, pressing away all of the stuff, all of the limitations, the things that are not aligned to the truth of your being. and keeping it moving. Focusing on that third eye with the eyes closed. Take those hands onto the heart. Release the elbows down. Just gently squeeze the rib cage. Take a moment, feeling connected to that soul space, truth of your being, divine expression. Remembering everything is already inside of you. It's already there, all of the wisdom, the knowledge, the answers, the truths, the guidance, it's all there. Super slow and gentle, open up those eyes whenever you're ready. Come up onto those hands and knees in that tabletop position. Shoulders stacked on top of the wrists, hips stacked on top of the knees. We're going to inhale, take the gaze over the right shoulder towards the heels. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, shift the hips to the right side, gazing over the left shoulder towards the heels. Exhale to center and just keeping it going. Coming into those cat-cow stretches, tip up the tailbone, drop the belly, and lift the gaze. Tucking the tailbone, rounding through the spine, taking the chin to the chest. Keep it moving, inhaling into your cow, exhaling into your cat. Just continuing on. Moving as fast or as slow as you need to here. Inhale back to center. Dropping those knees towards the edge of the mat. Press the glutes back towards the heels. Stretch the fingertips out long towards the top of the mat. Releasing the forehead down into the earth. And the heart space follows. Just breathing. Relaxing. Gently rolling the forehead from side to side, massaging the third eye into the earth beneath you, igniting that connection to nature, to those natural elements of your own being, that we often suppress, we push down. If I had listened to everybody else, I never would have generated this class. I never would have created some of the connections that I've created. I would have never had the opportunities that I now have because of it. If I had chosen to suppress my gut feelings, my own instincts, my own heart's desire, and listen to the world that would tell me that it won't work, it'll never make it. Lifting the forehead away from the earth, drawing the hands back up towards the body, coming back onto those hands and knees. We're going to tuck our toes and press our hips into the sky for our downward facing dog. Breathing into the body. Walk those hands out just a little bit if you need to. I'm pretty long. So we're going to transition into our plank, and then we're going to come back into our downward facing dog. So modify if you need to modify by coming down on the forearms, coming down onto the knees. Just listen to your body and do what you got to do, okay? We're going to inhale or exhale, come into that plank posture. Hold it. Inhale, press the hips into the sky. Exhale, take it down into plank. Inhale, pressing those glutes upward. Exhale, plank. Inhale, downward facing dog. Stepping towards those hands, nice and slow whenever you're ready, and hanging in your forward fold. Shifting the weight from side to side or remaining in stillness. Gentle bend in the knees. Inhale, roll it up, vertebra by vertebra. Arms come overhead. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, fingertips rise into the sky. Exhale, hinging forward from those hips. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release those fingertips back into the earth. Take a gentle bend into those knees. And inhale, super slow and gentle, roll it up. One more time at your own pace. Meeting in that mountain or Tadasana pose. And breathing into the body with those eyes closed, grounding into the earth through all four corners of both feet. Gently and slowly opening up those eyes. Whenever you're ready, we're going to kick out through the right leg so that we can come into that tree pose. So you can kickstand that foot, gently resting it on the shin, or not the shin, but the calf or the, I can't talk, leg, the left leg. Sorry y'all, but never on the ankle bone, right? So you always want to gently rest that heel on the actual calf itself, okay? Take those hands to heart center. If you want to, you can take it a little higher by completely resting the sole of the foot into the calf. Knee is pointed directly to the side wall. You can take it higher into the thigh. You can come into that lotus pose, just listen to your body. Breathing into the body, utilizing that One point of still focus, that Drishti gaze. You can inhale and lift those arms up into the sky, reaching those fingertips towards the sun. Next exhalation, drop that knee forward, release that foot into the mat, pedal it out as hands come down into heart center. We're going to take it to the opposite side, grounding through the right foot this time, kickstand the left. And take it into the fullest expression, ensuring that it matches the side that you previously took. So if you took it into your thigh on the left side, you're going to take it into that on the right side or vice versa, okay? Reaching the arms upward if and when it feels comfortable and safe. I'm falling out of my tree. If you fall out, we just come right back in, right? No stress, no pressure. Draw the knee forward, release the sole of the foot down into the earth. Hands come back to heart center. I couldn't even get back up in it that time. That's gonna happen sometimes, and it's okay. Inhale, arms come overhead. Exhale, cactus out the arms. Inhale, arms rise into the sky. And exhale, swan diving forward. Inhaling, half lift. Exhale, drop those hands into the mat and step it back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhaling, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, curl the toes under. Press the hips into the sky, down dog, and then make your way back towards those hands and start it over. We're going to do 2 more of these at our own pace. Inhale and rise up. Meeting in that Tadasana or mountain pose. Inhale, arms come overhead. Exhale, cactus out those arms. Inhale, reach the fingertips into the sky, and exhale, hinging forward from the hips. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release those hands down into the mat. Stepping back with your right foot and stepping forward with the left. Framing the foot with both hands, that left foot. Toes are forward, back foot. Toes are out at a 45-degree angle. Releasing the forehead towards the knee. You can gently bend the knee as much as you need to. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, take it down. Bend the knee, draw to the forehead if you need to, or take the forehead towards the knee. Lengthen through the leg and inhale, half lift. Exhale, one more time. Stepping forward with the right foot. This time stepping back with the left, framing that front foot with both hands. Bending through the knee if you need to draw the forehead towards the knee. Lengthen through the leg and inhale, half lift. Exhale, drop those hands to frame the foot. Bend the knee if you need to. Take the forehead to the knee. Lengthening through that leg, inhale, half lift. One more time at your own pace. Drop it down, stepping forward with the left foot. Inhale, arms come overhead. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach the fingertips into the sky, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step it back, downward dog. Beginning on the right side. Inhale, lifting up through the right leg. Exhale, pulling it all the way through for a low lunge. Inhale, use your core strength, remain high on those back toes. Rise up for that crescent lunge. And breathe. Exhale, warrior two. Reaching out through those arms, gazing over the front fingertips, sinking into your posture. Inhale, exalted warrior. Gazing at the fingertips if it feels safe on the neck. Exhale, release the forearm down just over the knee of the right leg. Reach through the left fingertips. Stretching through the side body. And exhale, back into that warrior two. Inhale, lengthen through that leg. Take both toes to the side wall. Feet are parallel to the edges of the mat. Arms come out straight. Inhale deeply, Prasarita, five-pointed star. Exhale, release those hands behind the back, clasp them. Draw the fist away from the glutes. And release the forehead down towards the earth, allowing the hands to rise into the sky. Release those hands when you can no longer hold them underneath the heart space. We're going to pivot and turn towards the back end of the mat. Come high on the back toes. Gentle bend in the front knee, stacking the knee on top of the front ankle. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Sink into your posture. Gaze over those front fingertips. Release the right fingertips down the left thigh. Reach through the left hand and gazing upward if it feels safe on the neck. Exhale, forearm comes down just over that knee, reaching through the right fingertips. And breathing. Inhale, rising up. And exhale, sinking back into that warrior two. Inhale, lengthening through both legs. Take those feet back to the side wall. Inhale, arms come up, prostrate a 5-pointed star. Exhale, release those hands behind the back, clasp them, draw them away from the glutes, and exhale, drop it down. Hinging forward from the hips. Releasing those hands when you can no longer hold on to them. Take those toes back towards the front wall. Come down onto that left knee, uncurl the toes. Then exhale. Lengthen through the right leg, flexing the right toes. You can release the forehead down to the knees if you want to. As you breathe into the body. And then inhale, rising up, dropping the right knee back, coming up, and rooting the left foot between the two hands now. Exhale and release the glutes back towards the heel. Flex through the left toes as you lengthen through the left leg. Hands are still framing the left foot. Inhale, come back up onto the knee. Uncurl the right toes, press the hips into the sky. Draw the left foot back to meet the right, pedal it out. Walk those hands up towards those feet. And we're going to walk those feet out for a wide-legged forward fold. We're going to take our hands and rest them in front of the left toes, dropping the glutes down towards the left heel, lengthening through the right leg, or keeping the sole of that foot flat into the mat. Keep yourself grounded and safe. If it feels comfortable, you can inhale, rise up, drawing the hands into the heart space, breathing into the body. Exhale, release those hands down into the mat. Inhale and press the hips up into the sky. Walk those hands in front of the right foot, dropping the glutes down, coming into the same expression on this right side as you did on the left. And exhale, release those hands down into the earth. Inhale, press the glutes up into the sky. Walk those hands back underneath your heart space. And walk the feet about hips width distance apart. Bending through the knees, drop the glutes back towards the heels. And release the glutes all the way down into the mat. Gently bending those knees, soles of the feet resting into the earth so that we can come into our Navasana or boat pose. Arms lengthen to frame the legs. Palms of the hands are facing each other. Inhale and lift up through the left and then the right. You can lengthen through the legs or bend the knees. And exhale, release the soles of the feet down into the earth. Inhale, rise up, lengthening through the legs. Inhale, arms come overhead. Lengthen through the spine, and then exhale, hinge forward from the hips. Release those hands wherever they fall, either somewhere on the shin bones, or dropping those hands so that they cup the feet. Grasping onto the outside edges of both feet, or taking the peace fingers around the big toes. Gaze is forward. Really slow and gentle. Inhale, rise up, drawing the hands back towards the hip crease. Use your core strength to very gently and carefully release the spine all the way down into the mat. Coming all the way down onto your back. Take those hands underneath those glutes to stabilize the lower spine. And then use your core strength to inhale and lift those legs up into the sky. Exhale, take those legs apart. And inhale, take them back together. Next time those legs come together, drop the heels towards the glutes. Inhale, lengthen through the legs. Exhale, open them up. Inhale, back together. Exhale, drop it down and keep it moving. Nice and slow, using your core strength to promote the movement, not the momentum of the body. There's a total difference. You're going to get about 6 times more out of it if you use your core to do the work for you. One more time. And then release the soles of the feet all the way down into the earth. We're going to come into our bridge posture next. So on our next inhalation, we're going to walk those heels all the way up towards the glutes. Inhale, press into the soles of the feet, drawing those hip points upward towards the sky. Take the shoulder blades towards each other. If you clasp those hands underneath the body and round through the spine, pressing the belly into the sky. Squeeze those glutes as you lift the body away from the earth. Keep the gaze directly upward into the sky, never turning the head to the left or the right. Really slow and gentle, exhale. Release the glutes and the spine all the way back down into the earth. Take those knees into your chest and give yourself a tight squeeze. Holding on to just the right leg. Inhale and lift up through the left. Exhale, really slow and gentle. Release it all the way down. Reaching out through the right arm. Left hand comes to the outside of the right leg, pulling it across the body. Gazing over the right fingertips if you feel safe on your neck. And untwisting the spine. Drawing the knees back into the chest. Holding on to the left leg. Lengthening through the right. Exhale, take it down. Reaching out through the left arm. Right hand comes outside of the left leg, pulling it across the body for that twist. And then gazing over the left fingertips if it feels safe. Gently untwisting the spine, very slow with grace and ease. Realign the body
Take the knees back into the chest. Grabbing onto the outside edges of both feet for your happy baby posture. And really, really slow, whenever you're ready, let go of those feet. Lengthen through the legs, finding that final Shavasana corpse pose, or taking any other postures that you might need before you finish your practice today. And then finding the final Shavasana whenever you're through. Allowing the feet to fall to the side, arms gently resting at the body. Palms can be faced down to ground or face up to receive. Taking those deep breaths. Sinking into the breath. Sinking deeper into the earth on every exhalation. Where can you let go of your fear? Where can you break the bondage of the old?
Take that risk. Make those hard choices. Change your life in the ways that are needed. You've been preparing for this moment. You've been waiting for this time. And here it is. Life is meant for new adventures. It's meant for stepping into the unknown. You may feel like you're not ready, but you are. Because every day and every moment has brought you to this place in time. Step forward with courage and confidence and change your world forever. Whenever you're ready, start to come back to the body by wiggling the fingers and toes. Wrapping the hands around the wrists and the feet around the ankles. Take any gentle stretches you might need. And then roll over onto the right side for another moment in full position, breathing into the body. And then whenever you're ready, pressing into the palm of the left hand, drawing yourself upright so that we can complete our practice today with 3 long Satnam. Satnam, I am truth. Truth is my name. Truth is my identity. Take those hands in prayer pose. Tuck those thumbs into the chest and inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhaling to begin. Satnam. Satnam. Namaste. Satnam. I'm truth. Truth is my name. Namaste. I honor that unique truth that only you can embody without the desire to change it. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you guys have an awesome day. I look forward to seeing you guys next week. So until then, also, please always comment. I love to read y'all's comments. If you have anything to say about the class, if you have any questions in the comments, please leave them behind because it's just so fun for me to get to read them later. I'll look forward to seeing y'all next week. So bye-bye, guys.